What's good, everybody? We back with another Friday edition with my guy Five Star. Gonna talk some football with you guys. Five Star. I see you all the time, but it's been a while since we talked on the screen. How's everything been for you?
Man, everything's good, man. We're super blessed, man. We do. We still winning. That's that's what we do, man. If you tune in to Five Star on the Wager World, if you tune in to me on J Money on Skee Show, and you bet straight, you done had a pretty good year for free, man. I charge for this game usually, man. So I'm glad that everyone's in the chat with me, and I appreciate y'all for showing love, and I appreciate y'all for being here with Skee, man. Hit that like button.
Hey, yeah, we appreciate all y'all. The first comment on here, man.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Five Star. We gotta talk about how we gonna get our money back from the Falcons play last week. Hey, the one.
Are you gonna pay me for every bet I've given you to win? If you're gonna pay me for every bet that you gave me to win, then let's do it. CFB,
Hey.
every dime for every time I gave y'all a winner. Hey, pimp, I'm gonna tell you this. If you ever won anybody with me, this the first time you ever lost, then you ain't getting shit. You need to be glad I'm on here talking to you. That's what you need to be glad. Let's talk about this game. I'm glad you guys mentioned it. So if you dealing with betting games or just win-loss, you probably ain't ready to be a sports bettor. If you so broke that you can't take one loss, you probably don't need to be betting sports, brother. You probably need to tap out. I know this all for the game, so I'm just jiving with you too. But on some real talk, bad beat, bad break, bad handicap is how I deal with every bet that I make. How the hell you gonna tell me that was a bad handicap or a bad bet, huh? It was a bad break. You know why? Let's go to ESPN bio for Young Wei Koo. It says Koo is a reliable and accurate kicker in
Nah.
the NFL. Now let's go to his rest of his bio. Young Wei Koo has surpassed Justin Tucker as the best field goal percentage in the whole NFL history with a minimum of 100 attempts. So, how many field goals did he miss, Skee?
Hey, I don't got no love for. I call him Young Hoku, man. When he was a hoe when he
Young
was on the
Ho, Young
Chargers.
Wade played like a young ho. We all know that this man was working. He's the 12th highest paid kicker and the most accurate in the NFL history. You have the audacity to say, "Yay, we beat Five Star! Yay!" But I'm coming on here giving you winners every week, and you just can't wait. Yeah, yeah, Five Star lost. While you doing that hate, then I'm still stacking over here. Because
Oh
anyone who
man.
plays these free plays, they've been winning with me, man. We come on now. Let's stop this now. Let's stop, man. What's up, KC? That's my girl. KC can get that love. I'll shoot you some, KC. It's love,
she,
man.
she just like to talk shit,
That's my
she like
girl.
to have a
She
good
good
time.
people. Nah, she good people. Nah, but seriously, all bullshit aside, we just having fun and kicking it, y'all. On that game, bro, you can't. This is just a lesson. We call all of these type of situations lessons, bro. It's all lessons, bro. It's love, Rick. It's just love. I'm just talking shit, bro. Skee know I like to do that. I just be talking shit. I'm not meaning it, man. What's up, Peasy? On
Mark.
the cool, bro. Hey, you trying to give me a hug. Look, shout out, Mark. You won some money with me with you at UCLA a couple times, right?
Yeah,
Hey,
and
guys.
he was at the Westgate with us too.
Yeah, man. Look, man. This is all seriousness. Just a lesson in life for real. Don't take any of these losses that you ever take if you're calling yourself a long-term investor in sports to the heart, man. You got to be able to break it down. Now, if you look at that game and say, man, Five Star tripping. These boys got mowed 45-8. If you've been betting NFL long enough, you know that, hey, you got to take that L and accept it because we know that was just a political game, bro. It was public. Too much money was on the Falcons. Simple as that. It's no way
And
around
that's
it.
why you was cutting up, bro, because you don't
Yeah.
bet like that.
I never been like that, but the Saints, they're sorry. That's what I'm telling you. The Saints are that sorry, bro. In real life, they that sorry, bro. So, I'm a Saints fan. I'm telling you that sorry. If it wasn't for that help, that wouldn't have happened, man. Because we know good and well this man missed 3 makeable field goals after hitting a 58-yard walk-off field goal against them earlier in the year to beat them. If we get 2 of those field goals, we win. Very makeable field goals within 50, So we're gonna take that L and we're gonna laugh about it. Let's talk about the winners. That's what we need to talk about. We need to concentrate on positive energy. If you're gonna be a sports
Yeah,
bettor, you cannot be a glass half empty person. You got to be a glass
negative
half full,
energy.
man. You can't get off into that negativity, man.
I'm gonna tell you, because I ain't talked to you about it because I just wanted to come and talk to you here. But
Yeah.
this is how it went for me on that day. I said, "Damn, I was so smart." I was like,
I'm, "My IQ is good. I'm so smart." That shit will have you out of Vegas in weeks.
But no, in all seriousness too, I was like, I lost. I think I lost on, or I didn't play those games that I would have won. But
Yeah,
like you said earlier, you've given me so many winners, I can't be mad at. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's 2 games. So let's get to it. We got some games to talk about today. A little bit in college, a little bit in the NFL, and
yeah.
we'll start with tonight. Tonight
Okay.
we're looking at UCLA and Washington. Opened up Washington -4.5. Hey, this one been moving all morning.
Yeah,
Because now it's down to 3.5. It wasn't like I made this banner this morning. It was still 4.5 out there. Now it's 3.5. Total open 47, and it came down to 46.5. Um, I heard you talk about it a little bit on Jay Money Show, and I feel like, yeah, we bet UCLA last game and they won on the money line. So is
yeah.
this team a team that's just trending in the upward direction and you riding them, or what you think about this game?
Yeah, we're gonna definitely ride them. It's crazy because Washington coach is Jed Fish. We rode Arizona the same way last year when they kind of, hit their little spot of figuring out what they want to do and start winning. And now we're doing the same thing right here with UCLA. I like what I'm seeing from their coaching staff, from Deshaun Foster and from Eric Bieniemy. They're bringing a physical brand of football over there to Westwood, man. And now they're playing a lot better. They had a lot of tough games early in the year, Skee. People don't realize they played Indiana, LSU, Oregon, Penn State, and Minnesota early. So they're battle tested. They're also 6-1 against the spread in their last 7 games on the road. I don't really like Washington's quarterback. I'm not a Will Rogers guy. He was benched at halftime the last time that the Huskies played. He came over from Mississippi State, ran a run and shoot offense. I just think that he's the type of guy that he doesn't have a good pulse for big games, and this is going to be a standalone with the world watching. I think the UCLA can pull the outright. When I took him, I got the 4.5, but you know how it is when I'm giving out these games. Sometimes people go and start hammering them and change the market. So hopefully it stays in a good position where I was at when I bet it, because I got him at 4.5. But it's moving the opposite way. We're getting more money in on Washington, and the line's moving the opposite and going down. So we're in a good position. But I'm definitely on the Bruins. I just think that they're a really underrated defense, and I think that run game is really shaping in the form. You don't see too many teams run for 200 yards on Iowa.
Yeah, I saw somebody too. They said their coach is over there, or their dad is over there. He used to be a coach or something about
Mm-hmm.
UCLA, and he said you could see the energy just changing over there right now.
Good. Yeah,
I like
Deshaun Foster.
UCLA.
Yeah,
I
Deshaun
like
Foster.
UCLA, and I hopped on them too. I got the 4.5 too.
Cool.
But could be a money line situation, like we said. We'll keep
Yeah.
going down the list. Next up, I see Rutgers and Maryland. With these college games, man, I got to scroll all the way down for the openers. But yeah, I can't find this one. I'm just gonna shoot this one to you. I've
Okay.
watched Rutgers a little bit earlier in the season. I think I cashed a ticket on them too. I forget who they played. Maryland. They've been a team that I feel like Maryland has been the I'm so smart team, and they just never ever cover. So
No.
I'm curious how you feel about this one. I have a negative feeling about Maryland already.
I have a super negative feeling about Maryland because I just don't like Mike Locksley and his approach to coaching. I said I wasn't ever betting him again a couple years ago against Ohio State. He did some bullshit. The line was like -20.5. Ohio State. They're down 21. He punts. Ohio State scores, and it's like 4 minutes left. He punts on a 4th and 1 from the other side of the 50. He in their territory, just dumb shit. And then after he does that, Ohio State scores to take the lead. They come back, and he goes for it from his own 15-yard line, like right on the number. I think they punted or something and ended up giving them the ball back at the 15-yard line, bro. Just dry, just dumb stuff. So I haven't really been a fan of his since then. They had some injuries early in the year that kind of slowed down their progress. they have some talent over there. The quarterback, Billy Edwards, though, he turns the ball over too much. And I think that the way that Greg Schiano coaches his kids out of Piscataway is that, they take advantage of situations. The thing that I like about the Rutgers team is that now since they lost their top running back, which is Kyle Monunga, they've been really good at passing the ball. Now it's opened up another level. And I think Monunga might be back this game. It's still up for grabs. But regardless of what, Calico Manus, who was their quarterback that transferred from Minnesota, has done a really good job of spreading the ball around. And I didn't even realize they had such good weapons on the outside because Greg Schiano's approach to football just isn't with throwing the ball a lot. And now they were forced to with their best player being hurt. And I think they kind of opened up a different, look to that offense and gave them other options. And now they always play defense. I think Maryland's going to turn the ball over. I'm just not laying points with Maryland. I got it at 6 points. Now it's down to 5. I just don't see how you bet Maryland at all. I wouldn't be surprised if Rutgers wins money line. Maryland has dominated the series of late, but I think the Rutgers is really motivated to try to make a bowl game, and they don't want to lose any more games on the season. So they'll give their best effort. Give me Rutgers +6 for the game, but +5 if it's available now.
Yeah, you don't got to pull my arm to fade this Maryland team, man. I'm with you on that. Maryland, no bueno from me. This next game, I might not have watched Illinois play at all,
Yeah.
and I might have only watched Michigan State play one time. So I don't have very strong opinions about either of these teams. It did open -4 for Illinois, down here to -2.5. So looks like some people like Michigan State. Is that the side that you like?
Yeah, I like Michigan State. This is a similar situation that we had with Kansas going against Iowa State and also with Minnesota at Illinois. It's something that the books are saying about Illinois. They see a weakness in, who is better at scouting teams than the book. So if the book is saying that they're only 3-point favorites at home, that's telling me I better take Michigan State because 3 points is what you get automatically with home field advantage in most situations anyway. So it's something that, as I said, the traders see in Illinois where they've fallen off ever since they went to Eugene. They had a lot of injuries up there playing Oregon, and it seems like the team's kind of collapsed since then. They just lost their leading tackler. Their top linebacker, he's gone. They also are missing Caden Fegan, which is their running back. Aiden Childs, the Michigan State quarterback, who we always get ticked off at because he'll look so good and then turn the ball over and do something stupid when he get inside the red zone. He's shaping in the form, but he has a real baller on the outside. Nick Marsh, keep an eye on him. Big kid from Detroit, about 6'3", 230. And he's fast and strong and high points the ball, man. Has a lot of game, man. And I think that they try to figure out a way to get him the ball. Also, Jonathan Smith is a better coach, in my opinion, than Brett Bielema. So I think that he'll have his team ready to play. They're 4-5, but they're only getting 3 points on the road of the 6-3 team. As I said, I always go by the mantra. If the line looks fun, it's probably money. So we're gonna trust the book on this. We're going with Michigan State plus the 3 points.
All right, good stuff on college. We're gonna move it on over to the pros. And
I'm right back at the ass. I'm right back at the ass, Skee.
He said that was a fluke.
Yeah, that was a fluke. I know my team. They sorry.
Yeah, I mean, usually that coach ain't gonna only last for one game, and they might have used up all the juice in that last game. So Browns and Saints, um, it opened with New Orleans actually as a 1-point favorite. It's now at a pick 'em, so it still continues to move from when I made the graphic. Why do you like the Browns, or is it just fade the Saints?
It's just a Saints fade. There's nothing special about the Browns. It's coming off a voodoo win. They did some voodoo in the form of a bribe to make Young Wei become Young Ho and miss all of those field goals. It hurt us really bad. So, but Derek Carr is not the guy, man. He don't respond well to getting hit. And you got one of the most crazy defensive coordinators in all the NFL over there with the Browns with Jim Schwartz. He's going to blitz crazy. That's what he does. They have 27 sacks on the season. They're 4th highest in pressure rate. Also, just like he said, James going back to New Orleans, he's a beloved figure in that Saints franchise, and he's a beloved figure in that Browns locker room. So I think without the black cloud of Deshaun Watson around and them coming off of getting took down to earth themselves as well, getting embarrassed before the bye. I think we see a better Browns effort, something to keep an eye on. Stefanski has not been running the ball like he used to. Cleveland is throwing about 61% of the time in the red zone. That makes no sense. They have Nick Chubb's back. They got Jerome Ford. I think in that off week, Stefanski gets back to what he usually does because he's a really smart guy and he draws up some really good plays in the run game. And just overall, he's a good coach. And I think he's underachieving because of the fact that he's attached to Deshaun Watson. I think that's what happened. His front office and the ownership let him down. The Saints defense is just awful against the run. Skee, they're 31st in EPA allowed per carry, and they also are 30th in opponent's success rate per handoff. So I think that this is going to be a big Nick Chubb game, big Jerome Ford game. I also think that the Saints have a letdown after a good performance last week. Coming off a bye, a lot of money going to be on the Saints. We're going to be contrarian on this one and go with the Browns.
I like it. This makes sense to me. Winston going back over there, like you said, Browns off a bye. With more time to focus on this, getting this win after their last game. I like it. That makes sense to me. And that coach fired, it done worn off, man. That magic is
Yeah,
gone. So
yeah, the Magic's gone.
Browns, the right side in this game. I like it. Next game, we're gonna go over to. Are you going back with this? Well, are you going back with this one or what? I can't even remember. But Falcons and Broncos opened up Falcons -2.5. Flip of favors to Broncos -2. Um, is Denver really a good team? I mean, I know their defense is good. I mean, Bo Nix has been playing better. So maybe Denver is good. What do you think between the Falcons and the Broncos?
Yeah, I think that the question shouldn't be whether they are. The question should be whether the Falcons are a good team, right? Because they're the one with the veteran quarterback, yet still they're just, 6-4. I don't like dome teams going on the road, especially ones that play so finesse like how the Falcons play. Uh, People don't understand that this defense for the Broncos is really good. They're number one in defensive yards per play. They only give up 5 yards per play. Number one in the whole league. They're fifth ranked overall in defense. Also, a thing to keep an eye on: the Falcons are 2-6 against the spread in their past 8 games with a total under 45 points. They've also haven't won a game this year if they didn't reach 22 points. I don't see them getting to that number against this Broncos defense outside. Not the way the Broncos have been playing lately. Um, they're the team with the highest sack rate without blitzing. That's important. That means they can drop everyone in the coverage and still get pressure with their front four, and that's going to give some problems to Kirk Cousins. I just, as I said, don't really like betting on a dome team anytime that they go outside, and especially with their total telling you that it's going to be somewhat of a slugfest. Bo Nix has improved a lot. He was 42.9% throwing the ball outside the pocket in weeks 1 through 4. Now he's up to 65.1%, and that's important because he does scramble a lot. He's one of those quarterbacks that goes over on his rushing yards every game. So I think he's able to put enough plays together for that growing team. Broncos got a lot of confidence too last week. Skee, they know that they really beat the world champions. They just, didn't execute in special teams. So I like the Broncos to win this game and dominate this game. Actually, I'll be on them. It's an official play.
Yeah, this makes sense to me. Broncos should get it done. People in the chat agree with you. Uh, Broncos seem like the look here. So let's keep going down the list. We'll talk about my team up next, Bengals and Chargers. And this one opened up as the Chargers, short favorite, 1.5. Hasn't really moved. The total, though, did shoot up from 43 to 48. I think that's pretty interesting. Bengals, they're going to be pass heavy. Chargers defense is solid, and Chargers can run the ball. Herbert, he's slowly starting to look better and better, too. Is it just, a result of the coach kind of changing things over there in LA? Do you think the Chargers can get a W in this game?
Yeah, I like the Chargers in this one. I just think that Jim Harbaugh is getting them rounded in the form, and he's one of those coaches that his teams play better as the year go. They get more locked down on what he likes to preach to them, and now it's becoming more law and becoming, more muscle memory now, all the things that he wants to do. And also he works guys really hard in the early parts of the season with weights and with hitting each other to prepare them to be ready for this time of the year. I think the Bengals are a kind of soft organization. I'm not high on their ownership group. I don't understand how they're going to continue to allow Jamar Chase to trot out there without getting paid. If I was him, I'd never come back to that team again after this year's over with, and I get my last game check because a lot of people don't know. I know a lot of NFL guys. People don't know they break their check down by the weeks of the season, and you get a game check that they get every Monday, and that's their whatever their money is. So some people's stuff is $10 million, some people's is 100,000. But they get game checks. After I get my last game check, if I was him, I'm out. I wouldn't show back up to the facility again because it's just sad that they had that type of ownership group that doesn't want to pay their kid the type of talent that he is, and he could get hurt at any moment, and it's all over. But I do like the Chargers, as I said in this game. This is really the media darlings of the world. Everyone loves Joe Burrow. He can't do anything wrong. Everybody loves the kid on the other side, Justin Herbert. He can't do anything wrong. I've never seen a bad article wrote about either one of those guys. So it'll be a lot of people tuned in. But on the football part of stuff, I just really like that the defense for the Chargers is only allowing 13 points per game. They're number one in the league in points allowed per game. And that's really big against a Cincinnati team who they do everything in kind of like a finesse manner. Their defense is not good as it's been in the past this year. And I think that the Chargers and Harbaugh are smart enough to play ball control and keep away from Burrow and those guys, and that they get pressure with the front four without having to blitz much. So I'll try the Chargers on this one money line.
I'm in agreement with all these picks this week. I like these.
Yeah,
I don't usually bet on the Chargers, but if you can get them under 3, over 3, I'm not looking at the Chargers, but under 3, I think that's a little sweet spot. So
yeah,
good play there. And I believe that wraps up the NFL. Um, so we talked what 3 college football, 3 NFL.
yep.
Now, shoot it to you, and I'll ask you if there's anything you would like to promote, and then if you want to give a best bet, or if you want to just recap, however you want to do it, you know how we end the show.
Hey, you guys tune into the Waging World. Make sure that you subscribe. Tell your friends about the Waging World. We try to pride ourselves on being able to really give you guys the sharp, better, respect the bettor's point of view on how to do things, man. And, try to also come with some good energy and positive vibes as well. My official plays are going to be UCLA +4 tonight. If you can catch the 4, then that's cool. Also, I like Michigan State +3 on Saturday. And on Sunday, I like the Broncos money line against the Falcons. So those 3 should be really solid.
Good stuff. And for myself, I did play that UCLA +4.5. That's the only one I played so far, and that one does go tonight. So I know you can't get that number anymore, but that is what I have in my pocket. Um, Yeah, that's all I'm gonna rock with because I'm unsure. I'm still thinking about football. So 5 star, I appreciate you taking the time to come talk these games out with us. I'm sure I'll see you and get with you soon.
Yes,
Chat,
sir.
we appreciate you as well. A lot of great people and great cappers. If you want to hear about some more basketball, I'll be on in 10 minutes with Dutch, Babano, and Wham, and we'll go through the card again. So I'll catch you guys over there. And until next time, peace.
Peace.